Hey guys, what's going on? This is Chisox8, and I'm here with
Hey,
Wildness320, and welcome to another RSChronicles episode. So,
so
today I'm doing a little bit of Cyclopses to get defenders, and Wildness just finished. Got
yep,
his
I
rune
got
defender.
Rune in about 5 hours. So I'm just gonna give you guys some tips on getting the defenders. So it should take you about 3 to 5 hours to get them, but it's somewhat AFKable, I guess, but not really. The Cyclops should be aggressive, but I wouldn't suggest AFKing because they can hit you pretty hard. So basically, my few tips are one, picking up the big bones, because although 15 XP isn't a lot, prayer's pretty expensive to train right now using Gilded Altars or Dragon Bones. So I actually got 2 or 3 prayer levels from just picking up the big bones. So you should definitely do that. Also, pick up the black knives because they stack, and although you wouldn't think they'd sell for that much, I actually sold a lot for 150 each and made about 100k. So you should definitely do both of those. And then also to get your tokens, I would suggest using the armor, the thing that makes your armor turn to
The
life.
armor animators.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it's called, but yeah, that should give you the fastest tokens.
Either the mithril or the black, probably,
Yeah, depending on your combat.
is best. The runes a little bit. Yes, this guy over here is doing
You could
black.
probably
He's,
use adamant if you wanted, but I
the
would
rune ones
suggest
are hard to
having
get.
higher stats. So to get the defenders, you have to go to the Warriors Guild, and you need a combined of 130 with strength and attack. So you're probably going to have about like 60 attack, 70 strength. I would suggest above 40 defense and full rune so you don't
Yeah.
get hit too hard. And if you don't have that or you're pure, I would suggest prayer switching because otherwise the Cyclopses might own you pretty hard. And that's about it. If you don't know how to do the defenders, like getting them, like going in there and stuff, I would suggest reading the guide because we're not actually going to be doing a guide. So for the rest of this video, we're going to be talking about our thoughts on Godwars Dungeon returning to 07.
Yes.
So Godwars Dungeon,
So,
this is just our opinions. You guys don't have to vote according to us. Do whatever you want. But here's my opinion on the whole thing. I think the problem with Godwars Dungeon, with for most people, is the AGS. The AGS is overpowered. I know that. You can hit like 70s with just a spec, which shouldn't really happen in this game because that can one hit most people pretty easily. But I think they should bring that in. I mean, maybe they could bring in God Wars Dungeon no AGS because it would add more stuff to do in the game because currently there's not very many bosses. You could do KBD, or yeah, I think it's KBD, or like Barrows or something, but that's just a mini game. So that would definitely bring more bosses and PVM into the game. But I think the AGS isn't that overpowered because currently there's the Dark Bow and Dark Bow Void. You can spec like a 45-45, which can one hit someone at pretty much full health. And also the Dark Bow spec never misses like the AGS. So if they're going to keep the Dark Bow in, I would say that it doesn't seem overpowered to have the AGS. Okay, your thoughts?
I don't think that the AGS would be too overpowered to have in the game either. I mean, I remember doing Godsword PvP in 2009, 2010, and you know, the AGS was an expensive item, and a lot of people think that it's money shouldn't buy you power when it comes to PvP. But I mean, there are ways to counter the the AGS. So
Yeah, especially Vengeance. You can always
Vengeance
Venge
can
an AGS.
kill an ad
And then
rusher.
also about God Wars, if they weren't to bring back the AGS, I would still be fine with that because the new content would definitely keep this game alive for longer. Because eventually this game is going to die out.
Oh, for
Because in
sure.
07, there's a limited amount of stuff to do. There's not so many bosses to kill. There's not so many items. So I think bringing back God Wars Dungeon would definitely add more life because there's tons of new armors, all the PVM armors or whatever armors, and there's all the God swords which make PVM easier, PvP more fun, more risking, more high hits, just all that good stuff. So
The one thing I don't like about God Wars Dungeon is I don't know. You might disagree with me, but I believe that it makes Barrows obsolete.
yeah, he has this weird opinion that Barrows has to be the best because he likes the storyline and all this stuff, but I don't really care about that.
I mean, think about it. I think the Barrows armor is supposed to be the one of the more powerful armors in the game, and once you add Bandos in and things like that, suddenly,
Yeah, I mean, I see what you're
oh,
saying.
Bronze Defender, there it is.
Oh, nice. But what I'm saying is that I think yeah that makes sense. But if they add Godwars Dungeon, Barrows is still going to be used a lot because not that many people are going to be able to kill these bosses because the majority of people in 07 are pures.
That is true.
There's not that many mains. Most people PK are 1 def, 20 def, Berserker pures, so there's not going to be that many Bando sets or Armadyl sets or all those things in the game. But we'll see. So
I mean,
hopefully, in my opinion, I hope Jagex adds a poll. They should add a poll, but I hope they add it into
I
the
don't
game.
think the poll will
So,
pass.
yeah, I doubt it will either. But we'll see.
I mean, the thing is though, is that I do agree that there really should be uh some more
Gear.
PVM in this game.
Also, I think there should be more gear because people are just going to get bored if Barrows is the highest, Dragon, whatever. Because there's no
'Cause
plate body, there's no just plate
yeah,
skirt, or not plate skirt, plate chain body. Sorry. But yeah, if they don't add some new sort of content, this game is going to die by the end of this summer, maybe. Maybe a little longer, maybe a little shorter. Because people are just going to get bored if you can only kill
yeah.
KBD or
I think
Dragon Master.
they definitely have to add rares and
Yeah.
and then probably some more content from the new game. I mean, then again, I don't want this to become like an EOC thing, but I think God vs. Hand is manageable. One thing that they should do though is nerf the adamant bar drop from the AVNCs.
Yeah, I agree.
That was a little intense. Those things dropped like 8 bars every single time. That was one of the. I mean, you know, maybe not. Maybe you want to keep that in for PVMers, but I think that's just almost too easy of a way for PVMers to make really fast money.
Yeah, I agree there. But yeah, I hope they add Godwars Dungeon, and I think we'll be closing out this video.
Yeah.
Maybe some staking 1v1 me versus him for keeps later today, or whatever, sometime after this video.
He wants to
So,
stake me, but I don't really
yeah,
want to.
he's nub. I'm better than him. He knows it.
I do know it,
So
just by comparing
we'll
the
see you
stats.
guys later with some other videos. Thanks for
Alright,
watching. Bye.
thanks guys, bye.